Hey. Okay. Um, Welcome back. Um, Damn, it's always beginning of stream, but I really don't know what to say. Yeah. I want to find like a little routine that I could do at the start. Maybe do a 10-minute just chatting section, or I don't know. Because jumping right into it is, I mean, it works, but maybe I would like to give myself some more time to prepare. Today we are going to be building this area, and first thing is going to be this building that we've started last stream, and then I will probably just do some foliage and decoration stuff, maybe add some more to this building before going over to the second part of this area and starting to build the city. I already have some plans for that. I have done some preparation since last stream, but I'm still not quite confident. I would rather do this next time. Yeah, so today, foliage and decoration. And first of all, this part of the layout right here, I don't really enjoy. So I'm going to reverse what we've done a few streams back, simply because I think that this area fits a more flat style better. Oh, this was elevation. I always confuse slope and elevation for some reason. Flat, no, just flatten. Y limit way smaller, radius way smaller. And then carefully go through here. Because some elevation is good. Like 1 or 2 blocks is completely fine. Just not those huge dents that I've placed in here. This is more of the layout from the forest, which doesn't really fit in here. So yeah, I mostly reverse it and then build some of the decorations that I've planned. Of course, it's not going to be completely flat, as I just said. But for now, I'm going to do it like this, and then we'll see how much extra stuff I could add. And this is fine. Of course, some layout variation is always cool. Just need to find the correct spot. Also, I'm still not sure what to do with this pathway. I was thinking maybe some support beams and then just keep it the way it is right now. But we'll see about that. Most important part for now is this building. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Just doing some sound stuff. I think I would like to have blackstone instead of tuff as the floor. Brings some contrast into this place. Yeah, some normal blackstone. Polished blackstone, of course, is also a nice chiseled blackstone. And I don't need all that much, just a little bit. The one idea that just came to my mind is, what if I go with a checker pattern like this, or chess pattern? Don't actually know how it's called for the sides. Yeah, this could work. This could do for some interesting design. And yeah, I also like it more with the darkness in the floor and then some brighter spots on the wall. Fits really well in my opinion. Um, this works. Yeah, and then oh, it fits perfectly. That's so nice. I was worried about it not fitting. Pattern, I mean. Yeah, that's cool. And now for the walls, I would like to go for the tough look that I've just removed from the floor. Also, just a quick note, I might have to go for like 1 or 2 minutes in a bit, just so you know. Yeah, unfortunate timing again, but life happens. Do I continue this cobblestone look? I could integrate it with the tuff. Let me try something. I have an idea. Not sure if it's going to work, but I mean, why not? That's not too bad, but also... Yeah, I think I'll go for tough bricks instead. That seems to work a little bit better. And I'm just going to gradient paint this. Just applying a mask so I don't accidentally paint the floor or the upstairs room. Yeah, I'm using a gradient painter just to make it look a little bit more random. I could do it by hand, but at this point would be kind of a waste of time. This works perfectly fine. I keep doing it the wrong way. Oh yeah, okay, it does touch the upstairs floor. Well, it's going to be replaced anyways, so wait, let me actually do this now. So I don't have, so I have less work later. Yeah, I mean, both layouts are more or less the same. So I can just copy and paste this over. Wait, this is going to take the table, right? Oh, damn. Wait. Oh, I can't copy the upper part alone. That would have been so nice. I mean, it is clearly marked as two individual blocks. If you can see the outline. Once for the bottom part and once for the top. Ah, but I can't copy. I can. What? Okay, seems to be a little bit more work, but at least it's possible. Wait, does that mean... But it looks kind of cursed, if I'm honest. Oops. Forgot that I have to have an empty hand. Okay, from the outside. Wait, or do I just go for the full view? I'm doing it the wrong side again. This would mean that it's way darker on the downstairs part and way brighter on the upstairs part. But then again, I'm not sure. I mean, the outside needs to be decorated as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Let me just try something out. If I extend these beams and copy them over like this. I mean, this could work. Oh, why does it fit perfectly? That's too nuts, too good. But guess what? It's not going to fit for this side. Yeah. I mean, it's still no problem. I can work with that. Do I just repeat these pillars? Oh, it fits again. What have I done? Do I just repeat these pillars all around the building? They could work. Could honestly work. It makes it look a little bit more like a castle, which would fit when considering the kind of experimental look that this building already has. I think this castle look might actually help. But it does mean that I have to rework the windows. Oh, but that's no problem. The windows won't stop me. Or do I just keep them the way they are? And... ah, no, that looks bad. Okay, but that would mean that I would like to have the window be even. I mean, that's good enough, I guess. And yeah, I mean, this doesn't look perfect. Obviously, the pattern is kind of broken up in here, but then again, I don't want to waste too much time on the little details. Do I just go with this now? Wait, I have another idea that builds upon what we've already built now. No, wait, instead of redstone torches, let's use soul torches because it fits the world building. Now if I just go with some of those beams. I think this is a little bit too full. But I like the idea. I might be able to work with it. Oh, is this nice? I mean, it's not bad. I think the problem really lies in the wall behind. Yeah, the wall is the problem. But let me just go through with this, and I'll improve on it later, just so that I make any progress at all. Give me some slabs. Yeah, And those can be on top of those pillars. And then I connect them using iron bars as a kind of railing, you know, which makes sense. Honestly, I like it. Okay, time to copy and paste. And I can also make this one work just by right-clicking. Yeah, the design in this building should not be too complicated. But I would still like it to look nice. And this does in fact look nice. Also, inspiration, as I've stated multiple times already, comes from the Untold Stories series, which is also a CTM map series that I've recently finished. In fact, I finished the last map yesterday. And yeah, it does have some very similar looking designs. Yeah, and I'm just kind of going with it. The maps do look insanely good. Also, just so everyone knows, every inspiration that I had for this map will be stated in the credits. So yeah, even in terms of world building or design of areas or block palettes used, I will state all of the inspirations that I used in this map. That is something that's really important to me. Because there have been some amazing builders involved, or just insanely talented people in general that have been involved with the things that I take inspiration from, and I want to make sure that they are properly credited. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. This looks nice. Also, the wall doesn't really, now that I've kind of repeated the design around the building, the walls don't really stick out that much anymore. But I'm still thinking about changing it anyways. Oh well, I mean, it's still not done, so there's more than enough time to think about those things. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore the windows for now, and I'm fixing them at a later point. Well, not at a later point right now, in fact, but oh, one extra window, it seems like. Wait, one is missing out. It's this one. Okay, just improving the pattern, making sure... Oh wait, I can just copy and paste this over. No need to waste my time. Yep. Looks nice from the inside. Looks nice from the outside. Now I need to make sure that I'm on the same level for the additional designs. Oh, that is nice. It doesn't interfere with the windows. Oh, and I kind of noticed way too late, but the pattern doesn't actually adjust to the ground height. Nothing that I can't fix, but that does mean that there are some pillars in the ground right now. The chances are nobody's going to notice, so who cares? Um, yeah, I think now that I look at this, this is probably the most the building that I took most inspiration for. It's very, very obvious. To the point even that I am thinking about changing some stuff up. Because as I have talked about in length last stream, there's a difference between copying and taking inspiration. And looking at this right now, I gotta be 100% honest, it is really close to that line, this building. I don't know how I feel about that. On one side, it does look really nice, and I enjoyed the design a lot. But it is also part of the original view that I had for this building, so you could argue that it... I don't know. I'll just go with it for now, gather some feedback, and then decide on the final product later. No need to rush. Oops. Yeah, okay, I mean, this makes... Wrong side again. This makes sense. Yeah, still some stuff to fix. Wait, do I have mask surface? That should be off. Okay. But to be honest, it is really hard right now to come up with a completely original design, for the simple reason that I have just spent like 28 hours playing through the last map, and therefore all the designs used in that map are still very much deep in my mind. No, I give it some time, think about it. And this map is not going to release for a pretty long time still, so more than enough time to rework. I'm thinking if I should continue this pattern on the inside right now. I mean, why not? It's really close to this door, but the door is also not carved in stone, so... Oh no, it's the first time the pattern doesn't fit. What do we do? I have an idea. Let me extend it one more. So we have 1, 2 pattern in the middle and 2, 3 patterns on both sides. Oops. Still had replace mode on. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about that one. Oops. Let's ignore this. Didn't happen. What do you mean the sand fell? It's right here. Oh wait, that also doesn't work. Oh well, I guess some of the gravel will sit comfortably on here. Okay, I need to be more careful in the future when it comes to sand and gravel traps. What have I just said? Oh, come on. I can't be serious about this, man. Okay, one more time. Hey there, Oli, welcome back. I'm having trouble with the gravel trap right here. Not because Minecraft is doing weird stuff, but because I am doing weird stuff. Yeah, I keep forgetting to turn on no updates. What is even going on right now? Oh yeah, I play Minecraft, that's fantastic. I do see the progress that you make in learning German. And I have now started putting a pattern around this building. But I'm thinking about changing it up later because this is very much on the line of going from inspiration to copy. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep this design. But for now I'm going to use it. I can't be serious about this. This I am literally trolling. I can't use the brush because there's gravel inside the terrain. Okay, know what? I'm just not going to place this trap right now. I'm gonna place it once I'm done here. That's crazy. Oh wait, now this is a read line. Okay, still no problem. Easy to adjust the pattern. Just need to place one half slab in the middle. Oh, and I can't keep that because of a different sand trap that is right below. Okay, okay. Where did my slabs go? Okay, and this is the point where I turn off no updates. Now I forget about turning it back on again, place the gravel, and it falls down again. No, I'm not risking it this time. Are we at the point where I can place gravel without having to worry about it falling down again? I hope so. And if not, well, blame me. Where's my gravel? Here. Okay, fine. Just need to place torches again. That works. I was looking if you were alive after stream, and I was checking like 2 or 3 times and you weren't there, so I just assumed that the game didn't happen. But yeah, that's great news. Okay, that's pretty much done. This tower. What do I do with the tower? Do I give it a little indent, like make it round to the inside? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, this building on top shouldn't be a problem, but those 2 towers I'm not too sure about. Might have made them a little too square. Or did I wait? I could try. Oh, there's gameplay on the inside. Yeah. Okay, know what? I'm just going to do this anyways, because 2 by 2 is still enough room. At least for some parts of gameplay. Oh, at this point it doesn't work anymore. What do we do? I could just move the entire tower one to the side. You know what? I'm going to do that before I get too far into building. Oh no, that messes with the... Wait, I just remembered. The windows are changing anyways, so that doesn't mess with anything. I've come up with a new window design. This one right here, it's too wide. So the one wide window is no longer a thing. Yeah, it's all about patterns and making sure that stuff is consistent throughout the building process. It's just a bunch of trial and error. Not too much of a problem, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, stuff like this where you have to change up designs happens very frequently all throughout building in Minecraft in general. So I'm kind of used to it already. Okay, so the entire window is built upon having some standouts in right next to them. This doesn't apply to the to this side. So I might just need to add some extras. Do I go with stairs? Maybe some different colored stairs. Stone brick stairs always look nice. Wait, I forgot the one in the middle. My bad. But to be honest, I like the design. Fits really well in here. And I can copy it to the other side. Oh, except, or do I, wait, double-sided gate is not bad. Wait, did I just, I think I messed up. So the windows lie right upon this side. Yeah, this is the correct look. This is what I was going for. I just need to do some repair stuff and then what else is there to do? Now that the tower is moved one to the side, I can... Oh wait, this is stupid. I might have put the walls one in, but only on two sides. And the other two sides, they are covered, but if you... I mean, it is noticeable, I think. Okay, this is very narrow again, but I can still open it up. Maybe even like this. Or do I just go for normal slabs? Smooth stone slabs, I use those way too rare. Or way too rarely. And the pillar in here doesn't even need to be there. So that makes more than enough space, but I would like to have some walls. Mossy cobblestone. Yep, that looks nice. Seen as like an on Google, or I would assume you were not actually there. But yeah, taking like inspiration from real buildings is also always a good way to find some nice designs. I need to do more of those real world inspiration stuff. Usually when I build in Minecraft, I take other Minecraft builds as inspiration. But yeah, using real references might actually be a really good idea. Okay, the idea was there, but mossy cobblestone walls don't fit in here. But tough walls will definitely work. Yeah, that looks nice. Oops, and this is the point where I have to leave for 5 minutes. Okay, be right back. Oops, that took a little longer than expected. Anyways, I'm back. Where were we? Oh yes, building the towers, right. Oh wait, I think I have a better idea. I was just thinking, do I put one line of chiseled stone bricks through the middle? But what if I don't do that? And instead use walls? Those don't stick out enough, I think. But walls in general is a good idea, I would say. What about cobblestone walls? Maybe. What if I extend them like this? Kind of functions like a half slab, right? I mean, like a vertical half slab. But I'm not too sure about that one. Okay, let me just try this out. Yeah, it does bring a lot more depth in here. Maybe if I go with the previous plan of adding some stairs in between, just to break up the pattern. Let me see, where's the middle? This one. Oh well, I was just away as well, so you didn't miss much. I'm just decorating the towers right now. And then I'll go on to this big building in the middle. Maybe do some things in regards of gameplay in here. And yeah, the bottom part in here also needs some decoration as well. But yeah, in total you didn't miss much. Really just me placing a line of stone bricks. Wait, lanterns? With these being only one block wide, lanterns would fit right in. I just have to try it out with shaders real quick. Yeah, this place looks crazy. Not an RTX shader, by the way. Very nice. I can keep going with that. I mean, in terms of human-made buildings, the castle back there, I would say, is the winner for that. But for the rest of the human-made buildings, there really isn't too much to it. Like there's a little village here, but that also looks rather simple. Yeah, but I think that also has to do with the vibe of this place because it's a more castle-y area, if that makes sense. So there's a lot more room for me to come up with fancy designs. But thanks. I'm always bad at saying thanks to compliments and stuff. I really have to learn that. But yeah, thanks. Um, Do I just extend the wall a little bit? Why not? Yep, that fits. But now this is where it gets tough. Because this is 4 blocks wide, meaning I can't do things in between. Why did I make this 4 blocks? I know what, seeing this small little room that you have in here. Also, is the sound okay? The song is really loud. I don't know if it's okay. But yeah, I will just extend this one to the outside, and then that's going to be enough room. Yeah, that's the power of Minecraft for you. Yeah, I mean, if you look at most of the or most professional buildings that you will see online or I don't know where, one pattern that you will quickly be able to recognize is that most of these have just a simple shape as origin. Most of the really complex buildings start with nothing but a square. Maybe some more squares placed into each other, but still just squares. This is, yeah, the Kyurem fight from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. That game had such an amazing soundtrack. In general, most of the Pokemon games, I don't really care about the Pokemon games themselves, but the music, damn. Usually, every time a new Pokemon game releases, I just put the new OST on repeat while I do something else and don't even engage with the game or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like you take one simple shape and then you carve whatever you want out of it. And you can pretty much apply that to every kind of creative work that you do that has to do with graphics. It all starts with just a simple shape. Of course, at some point, the shapes are going to get progressively more complex because of how many different shapes are placed into each other. But in its core, it's still just shapes. What if I make these 2 high instead of 1? Oh, I have an idea. Because this is the biggest tower in this area. Why not give it a little extra? Don't worry, that's not it. Yeah, makes it look a little bit more fancy, right? Maybe I could also go for some more in the middle, like this. This is actually a building tactic that I have from a friend who used to build like this. He doesn't really play Minecraft anymore, but yeah, building the top of towers out of walls that are not even connected, just stick up. That's really epic, I think. Yeah, I mean a flag, maybe. Maybe. Now that you mention it, yeah, why not? Why not add a flag? What color? What color do you want the flag to be? That's your decision now. No real world flags, just a color. I see blue. I'll just build it, and if you decide on a color, I can change it up easily. That's not quite it. Maybe if I give it this slight tilt. Hmm. Oh no, that's a little too much. What like this? I mean that works. Okay, light blue it is. That's already light blue. For a moment I thought it was cyan, but or cyan. How do you pronounce this? Try to mix in some of that, right? Yeah, but also nice philosophy behind the color. Really enjoy that. Yeah, that's nice. You happy with that? Um, Nobody's going to notice that they're not actually connected. Okay, it is pretty noticeable. Nah. I mean, mostly flags are connected at the top and at the bottom. And the rest is usually kind of free, so I guess that works. Perfect. That's perfect. But while we're at it, I might as well extend the walls Just a little bit more to make them stick out properly. That's great. Yeah, I enjoy this. Okay, now for the last part of this building, apart from gameplay, obviously, is this one. This little square. Okay, how do we deal with this? I don't remember the word. I want to change up the block palette a little bit. Polish deep slate. Well, I mean, that is kind of over the top, but I really appreciate those nice words. Really, thank you. But a slight disappointment, possibly. I don't think the in-game lore for this castle will be quite as nice as what you had imagined. But I'll keep it in mind. I'm not sure about this wall being right in this path, but then again, nah, it doesn't matter. It works like this. Okay. Would polished andesite be nice? No better way to find out than to just do it. This is nice, but doesn't stick out enough, I think. Smooth stone. Oh, it's... No, never mind, it's too light. Let me use the color picker. Maybe I find something that could work. Polished basalt is not a bad block. We'll just go with what we had previously. Not sure, I'm not sure. Or we do it even more simple and stick to one design. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, sure, maybe something like this. I think for the in-law explanation, I'm not too sure about this entire area. Like, it is supposed to be the capital city of this land. But it also represents some kind of, it has some kind of sadness in it with the souls of people being used as soul torches in this case. So the souls of past people are what is keeping this place alive. So it has a lot more of this deeper meaning behind it. You know, more of what is it called? I can't recall the proper name right now. Also, one thing that might help explain what I'm thinking about. This area is supposed to have a lot of gravestones in its decoration. So this is a nation that very much builds upon the souls that were lost during war, or whatever reason I come up with once I actually write the story. But yeah, it's hey Black Eye, nice to see you here. I'm just building a castle right now. Oh, this is in the way. That's quite accurate, to be honest. I mean, no, it's not, but you get what I mean. I might not want to go too over the top with this place's design. One idea that I had is some more stones going down. Like this. You see, like you have one line that is connected to the floor and one that is going up to the sky. Yeah, that might work. Only problem that I still have is the connection with this door. But that's nothing I can't fix. Oh, that's quite dangerous. Yeah, stream is going great. I'm making a lot of progress. So yeah, thanks for checking by. This castle should not take much longer. I'm almost done, to be honest. Wait, if I just go for 1 blocks up at the pillars that reach to the ground. That's in the way again. But okay, I'll just work around that. Oops, lag. Sorry about that. Let me take some of those away, just so it fits better in with the rest. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. I have an idea. Chains. Chains are a really nice block. I mean, they're not really a block, but a nice piece of decoration. Can be used for a lot of things. And hanging lanterns with them is one of the things that I like to do most. Yeah, it's not done by a lot. There's still more than enough to work on. But we are definitely moving at a higher pace than previously before I started streaming. Okay, wait. Let me turn on shaders one more time. I just need to see how it looks right now. Oh yeah, that has something to it. I enjoy this. Okay, and with that, what needs to be done? Gameplay. Okay. So first of all, let me fix this hole. Oops. It's always so satisfying with Axiom when I can just, oops, and it places all the blocks. Also, I have no idea why this isn't in the main game. It's such an essential tool to build literally anything. Lots of questionable decisions made over at Mojang. No? What is going on? Hello, stop. I did not place stone bricks. Okay, thanks. Do I go completely over the top with the lanterns and place even more on top of here? Yeah, Axiom really replaced World Edit, I would say. And World Edit was the most popular mod before. Like world editing mod, obviously. Uh, I know I actually know him from, well, not real life. We've met on the internet. So okay, wasted enough time. I need, well, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to make a proper path to the upper side of this room. So the player kind of has to find their way up here on their own. Yeah, it's also nice to have the player explore some rooms that are not marked by me. Maybe some secrets. I was thinking if I liked the andesite on top of here. I've now decided that I do. So I'm going to replace all the stone. Okay. And with that, the only things left to do is add gameplay. Yeah, I really like how this castle turned out. It does look really nice. Also, great idea to add a flag. Okay, so looking back, this is the proper entrance. Doesn't look too nice. Let me remove the basalt. And add a proper entryway. Maybe half slabs. I'm not too sure how I want to. Wait, I have an idea. What if I just go with the classic and add spruce doors? I should put more Minecraft OST on the playlist, to be honest. This is the only song I have on here right now. But yeah, you're right. This is definitely one of the best Minecraft songs. I have my UI on medium size. It's what I'm used to. How I played since the very beginning. Do you think it's small? I could make it even smaller. Is this better? Oh my god, I can't even read what's on my screen. That's way too small. Oh, what? There's more UI than there's screen. My inventory. What am I looking at? That's too big for me. Yeah, I think that also has to do with the Axiom inventory upgrade. Because that takes over the entire screen. Okay, now, you enter in here. You can go to this side. Oops. Upwards. Enter the second story. And from here you have access to this tower, which is supposed to lead up to the last level. I have actually not explored the deep dark till today. But yeah, the trailers, I remember the first trailer. It does look like probably the scariest experience you can have in vanilla Minecraft. Which is really amazing, I think. I do enjoy that they were willing to go this step. Because I would imagine that a lot of younger players didn't really appreciate that update. Okay, now we have a staircase that leads up to the last level. And on here, where's the player supposed to go? Well, I mean, this place is mainly just for exploration and gathering loot, so I don't think I need an actual goal in here. Yeah, it really is. Though I think the AI from the warden is kind of not the best. I get the idea that it's blind and can smell you, but I think the smelling mechanic needs some more work. But apart from that, definitely. Amazing enemy. Oops, that's the wrong tool. From my experience, the warden is able to smell through walls and is, I don't know, it doesn't also it feels like it just uses normal AI at some points. Normal Minecraft AI. Because it smells too good. It is able to smell too good. Wait, that sounds wrong. You get what I mean. Oh no, now I have this mental image of the warden smelling good. Damn. Also, I've talked about how the walls going in on these towers leaves a lot less room than previously. But now I start to notice that you can definitely see from the outside that only two sides are into the tower. Well, if it's not an AI, tell me what it is. Okay, an algorithm. But I mean, everyone understands what I mean when I say it's an AI. And I think everyone also knows that it's not an actual AI. It's just for ease of use. But I do get what you mean. Oh, what do I do with these walls? I don't want them to stay stone brick. Tough. Tough is the block. I don't even need it in my inventory. Okay, the tough looks nice. But it still needs some extra textures. Maybe tough bricks around the entrance. But the entrance should maybe only be one wide. Oh yeah, this fits a lot better. Yeah, I get that. I try to keep it in mind, but please don't hurt me if I forget. I mean, this also works. It's an even pattern, so it is not in the middle. Well, anyways, good enough. And for the top part, I've just decided that andesite isn't the block I want to use. Instead, it's cobbled deep slate. No, not deep slate, cobbled deep slate. Stone trapdoors in Minecraft are usually built with redstone. The custom made ones. We'll just ignore this one. Wait, I have an idea. Yeah, usually you build stone trapdoors in Minecraft using redstone. Yeah, nice cover up. Nobody is going to notice. Just need to make sure that there are no creepers nearby. Okay, and with that, yeah, I might need to do some more layouting in here. But as I've already said, gameplay is going to be one of the last things I build on this map. So no need to worry about that right now. Yeah, birds. I said creepers because most people don't know this inside joke. But yeah, it's true. Creepers are birds. They totally are. Yeah, I'll just call this one done for now. That's totally fine. What happened here? Ah, it was while I was brushing with the flatten tool. Kind of messed up the layout. Okay, do I deal with this building now? It definitely needs some work, though I'm not sure how to Do I just go with the classic and add some more artificial depth? Depth? I hate this word. Yeah, to be honest, this totally works. This is always a tactic to make stuff look better. Just take one layer, use it as a kind of foundation, and then a second layer to build stuff behind. And it makes everything you build automatically look twice as good. Cheap, but it works every time. But I might need to do this one from the inside. Just lucky that I've built it in a way that can be easily... What is it? Is this thing called? Like, it's easy to bring the blocks one back because of how I've built it so far. Yeah, it's not efficient in space, but that's not a problem with this particular building because it's already very spacious. But usually you're right. All right, don't give me the full math formula for this right now. Bro. Okay. You said one times y times z. I'm not even trying to read this in English. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Wait. What happened here? Or was that just my own? Yeah, that was me. But this one still needs... And then... Yeah, this already has a lot more depth. It will be years before I can pronounce that word properly. Okay, now I'll just go with what we've already learned. Adding some extra beams. Do I stick one out at the points where they cross? I waste space in a way that makes the building look nice, if that helps. Where's the... Right here, okay. Yes, YouTube, I am still here. Why did I place the entrance in this way? There's no way for me to make this even. Yeah, that's better. No, I'm not quite sure if the beams work really well in this building. Kind of seems like they don't. Yeah, that's just what YouTube likes to do. YouTube just needs to make sure that I didn't spontaneously die. Because otherwise it would cost them resources for their server. And that's obviously not great. I'm not sure what to do with this building. It kind of has way too big or way too yeah, way the squares in here are way too big to do much with them. I could try to use the windows as a way of adding a new pattern. What blocks could work? Reinforced deep slate is actually a nice looking block. You just can't expect the players to mine it. That's all. Oops, I forgot that there's no floor. Do I add stripes of reinforced deep slate? Oh no. It doesn't really, it doesn't even depend on the block right now. It's the pattern that matters. Okay, let me try something else. What if I just remove the stripes in the middle and instead do this? Oops. Yeah, that's a lot better, I think. Though the tough stairs are not the real ones. But I could just use the normal block, so I don't risk replacing the way the stairs faced. I've turned type replace off. That's my bad. Okay, now again. Okay, that looks nice. And yeah, okay, stone bricks blend in too much. Okay, okay, yeah, this is a lot better. Removing those blocks. Also, why exactly have I built it this way? Right here, we have 9 blocks. Right here, we have 10. Here we have 9 blocks again. And here we have 10 again. What was my plan with that? Why, in what world were I thinking that this was a good idea? No, I'll just work with it for now. Yeah, as I said, this building was built very early in this map. So older buildings have some jank that I just kind of have to live with now. Okay, but This does work a lot better. Even though none of the stripes are in any way even or symmetrical. Yeah, blame old me for that. Oops, I forgot to build this one in. What have I done? What was my plan with this entire building? I randomly placed blocks. Okay, okay. Making progress. Yeah, obviously it all looks very similar, but in a way that is the point. It all plays into the theme of this area. You know what? I don't even care. Oh, never mind, I do care. What is this? What have I built? What was my actual mission? What was I on? This is not even in the middle. No, I'm just going to act like I didn't build this. This wasn't built by me. It's not symmetrical. I can't even make it. Oh my god. Okay, this is going to be a two-door entryway into... No, it's going to be one. What is this? I'm going to extend it outwards. Make it a little bit more spacious. And make it look like everything is filled in properly. Not whatever this was just now. Yeah, this is why you always have a picture of what you want to build before you build it. Because otherwise, stuff like this happens. Stuff like this. Oh man. Yeah, when I originally built this one, I really did not pay the slightest attention as to if the blocks were odd or even. That's totally on me. I got that. But, oh damn. Okay, I guess this works now. That's good enough. And it also means, oops, that I can add beams like this. Okay, but I don't need the reinforced deep slate anymore. I can remove that. And I gotta do it all again on the other side. Yeah, I really did not use my brain while building this place. I must have been on autopilot. Nope. What have I done on the other side for this? Oh, it's just a stairway up, so I need to come up with a new plan for this. What even is this balcony placement? What is it? What have I done? This makes no sense at all. Like, not the slightest bit. I am genuinely confused right now. This is terrible. Okay. I think it's mostly fixed for now. Yeah, this place is janky. The balcony is even numbered again. I can fix this. May not look too nice, but at this point I don't even care anymore. This is an abomination of a building. Nothing in this makes sense. Nothing. Okay, nobody's going to notice. And now... Oops. And now... Peace. I can finally sleep well at night. Never mind. Okay. Wait, did I not use Axiom when building? Yes, I did. Okay. No, that was not quite the plan. One in, please. This one out again. As well as this one. Okay. This is the pattern now. And I will have to live with it. Time for this side. I am building the back of my building. I'm tired of this. This is 6 wide. This is 4. Why? That's literally everything I can ask right now. Why? Just why? What was I thinking? If I was thinking at all. Of course. Okay, this works. Now I have an odd number, meaning I can have a beam right through the middle. Yeah, this works now. No, no, this... Oh my god. Why? Just why? Okay, one window in here. One, not two. One. Maybe one on the top side and one on the bottom side. I would be fine with that. It is 7 blocks. It is not even 9 or 10. It is 7. 10. 9? I waited. Never mind. My bad. My bad. Okay, meaning there will be 2 small windows inside, not big ones. The windows are 4 high, which, to my surprise, actually fits. Now this bridge shouldn't be a problem. I can just add some extra beams to make it connect to the wall again. Also, I just remembered I forgot to upload the VOD from last time to YouTube. Yeah, I was rendering that day, and after rendering, I completely did not think of pressing the upload button. And now I am 1 VOD behind, meaning that I have some grinding to do. You know what? I don't even care anymore. This is just going to be asymmetrical and you will have to live with that. Go fix it yourself. Damn it. Oh man, why? Okay, and just one more. And that is mostly done, I would say. But I would like to do at least a little bit of inside for this one. For the simple reason that there isn't anything in here and I don't have the slightest idea what I want to do with this building. Apart from it being an optional mini dungeon, obviously. I'll just look at the other side. Okay, it's 5-5. This one is 4-6 again. I don't even know at this point. No. Okay. Yeah, this will have to do. Well, I mean, we could see it this way. I have learned from my mistakes, and a building like this will never happen again. That's probably the best ending I could think of for this. Next time I build something like this, it's going to be actually nice looking. I pressed the wrong button again. Slabs, please. Wait, did my chat break? Give me a moment. I need to make sure. Okay, no, it's up to date. Okay, okay. With that, most of the outside is practically done, I would say. Yeah, I can let it stand like this. But while we're at it, I might as well just add some extra soil torches. Just so it fits in with the other building that we've just built. At least I've stayed consistent with height. Could have easily made this not only... I don't even know anymore at this point. I've completely lost my ability to speak. This is crazy. I didn't know I was this bad at building. Okay. For some reason, the grass still doesn't regrow on its own. Is it because of the biome? What biome are we in? Windswept hills. No. It would make no sense. I think, I don't know what achievement you're doing exactly, but I think you need to kill a lot more mobs with one hit. I think it was 4 or 5 for that achievement. If it's the one I was thinking about. Using a piercing arrow? Or a piercing bow? Wait, is there even a piercing arrow? No, it's not. Okay, my bad, my bad. That's weird. Usually Minecraft achievements work. Are you sure you really did it right? In the right way? At this point, I think I would watch a quick YouTube tutorial just to make sure that you're actually doing the right thing. And if you did, and it doesn't trigger, then I don't even know, to be honest. I have never heard of achievements in Minecraft breaking, so I would assume that you did something wrong. I don't know what, though. Time to turn on shadows again. I need to check this building. Yeah. The shadows are unfair in this. Oops, that is too far out. I might need to change the light color on the castle. Because everything in here is blue. Hey, thanks. I'm glad that you liked it. Also, I kind of have to resist the urge to add another cave-like dungeon right now. Because this building just screams for a little cave underneath. Do I just do it? Do I add another area to explore? Just a little small cave. Oh, this map is never getting done. Okay, this is the entrance that most players will probably use. Or this one. One of those. I mean, I think statistically speaking, most people would use the right path. Oh no, was it the left? Left means arriving somewhere, right? And right means going somewhere. So no, never mind. I think most people would go the left path. Meaning that this would be the most common entryway. And this would be the second most common. And everything else is just players stacking up or mining themselves in. So for this, I don't want it to be this open, obviously. There can be there's a lot of gameplay potential in here. If I close up some of this, maybe make the wall go in this direction. Now the player has a floor to work on here. An extra building an extra room in here. Now I could pull one down here, one line down here. That makes the player kind of go around. This could be a little more linear. With... Yeah, well, I would assume there's something that went wrong with the first attempt. I have no idea what, though. I couldn't tell you, I haven't seen it. Unless you have a clip that I could look at. Okay, I need a stairway up. And also, this can be a room to look inside, and this also. And now this is the second level. Nah, do it without the wool. Trust me. It's more fun that way. Or only use the wool that is already in the deep dark. Would be fun to look at least. Not sure if it's so fun to play through. Okay. Second story is up. Nah, losing your shit is the fun part. No, go in with a blank inventory. Nothing on you. Go challenge the warden to a fist fight. Okay, blackstone stairs, and I want diorite stairs as well. Yeah, you've heard me right. I mean, it is possible to defeat the warden in a fist fight. It's just probably not very fun. I mean, go for it. Do it. I keep adding an S behind the wall. Polished black stone wall. Okay, adding some stuff to the stairs to make them look a little better. And okay, now we have a way out, or upwards, I would say. Now, I'll send you a video later of someone challenging the one with just a fist. There's a tactic that you could use to defeat him easily. But I actually don't know it on the top of my head right now. I would have to look it up as well. But I know that it is possible. Wait, the stair placement is not so great. Because... Or is it? Ah, it works. That works. Totally fine. Okay, from here... Okay, I at this point I could only guess. I'll look at the video later and send it to you. Okay, here's an additional entryway. Oh wait, no, this is just a path outside. No, the entryway is here. Right. And from this point on, the player may enter this room. I think this is going to be a bigger room with a lot more space. And then there will be a wall right here that reaches to this point. Okay, and I think my idea for this place right now is that the player has to move through some walls that are all blocked off using cobwebs. Yeah. And if the player reaches this point, here is a little room that you could... Wait, I actually put it on this side, just so it's a little bit more tense to get in and out. Okay, yeah, this room is a lot more gameplay focused, while this is a lot more realistic. Okay, and from this point, where is the path up? How does the player reach this point? The goal was to get in from this side. Meaning, okay, players entering from... Okay, never mind, you still have to do a lot of gameplay to get here. For now, I'll just put a ladder here. And now the player can damn, my voice keeps, I don't think I think I'm not drinking enough. Give me a moment. I'm so glad that my new mic doesn't pick up my drinking sounds. My old one used to do that. And a lot of times I would edit them out in post, but yeah, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, the core idea of having walls that block off the player right here is nice, but I think it needs some more improvement. Just like this patch of walls, this might also need to be a little bit more dense. I'll mark it with polished andesite. Oh, this is going to be a very challenging area with lots of mobs waiting for the player. Yeah, one more down here. A very narrow pathway through here. And then let me think. At this point, I'm just placing random walls in hopes of making the gameplay interesting. Yes, YouTube, I am still alive. Stop asking me. Okay, one place right here where even more skeletons could spawn. Okay, and these right here are usually just walls that are in the player's way. Yeah, it looks a lot more full now. Oh, this could be annoying if I put a creeper spawner right here and they just keep wandering out around the corners. The player trying to navigate in is going to run into creepers at every single corner. Yeah, that's the plan. Right here there will be skeleton spawners inside so that the skeletons shoot the player while being at a safe space. Let me just check if it actually works. Yep, they can shoot me. I forgot that I only have 3 hearts because of the leveling system. Okay, and with that, I would say this building is also done. I can let it be like this. Damn, we've done a lot of stuff now. But I'm still the proudest of this building. With its very unusual layout. A fun little castle to explore. Okay, and now I need to go back to just basic buildings and ruins that have not survived. Okay, you know what? I'm at this point again where I don't really know where to go or what to do. So I'm going to add some foliage that I've missed so far. Like the pale moss. Give me a moment. Yeah, I just need to make sure that I have the right pattern again. I think it was I need to manually add another one. I think it was a splatter pattern. And it was it 30%? Oh wait, my bad. Ah, I guess that works. Or do I have a preset? No, I don't have a preset. Okay. I'll just stick with this one then. And replace all of the pale moss so far. Wait, this is a lot more than before, right? Ah, doesn't matter. A little more. Yeah, just painted in most of this area now. And then where do we go from here? Okay, I need to fix the... I'm just doing so. I'm going to do some busy work now. Fixing some of the visual bugs that I've forgotten about. I mean, it needs to be done at some point. And then I think, because I'm not really in the mood of decorating this place any further, I'm going to go back to layouting the next area. So I don't waste my time just sitting around waiting. What happened here? Okay, I guess most of this was part of my flattening. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, anything else left? Oh, I forgot some grass blocks down here at the castle. Okay, let me paint it one more time because there are some spots that are left untouched from before I placed dirt, grass, I mean. Okay, that's fine for now. And now there is still a lot of stuff to do in here. Yeah, I'm going to use the rest of the stream time for that. Shape. What do I need? A cube, separate XYZ, and make it stone. So the next thing that needs to be done is the walls need to be brought up. So yeah, that there's no more open space. I just don't know how to actually do that right now. How much I want the roof to fall inwards. Is this alright? I mean, at this point it would meet somewhere up here, and that is very close to the surface, which is also part of the plan for this area. So yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, that starts to point in the right direction. Then I think I would like to round it up a little bit near the top. Yeah, today is a little bit more silent. That's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I think this is the last layer I'm going to add, and then I will go over all of it again using the freehand draw tool. Just so that the very top of this area is a little bit more handmade. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one again. That's nice. Yeah, there's not too much to talk about right now. It's just one of those days. Uh, right, this doesn't really go. That's enough, to be honest. Yeah, and then for the final dungeon of this area, I'm still not quite sure how to properly build it. So it looks like I was like in my vision, like in my mind. Yeah, that will be a lot of trial and error. because I've never built a structure like this. To be honest, a lot of these structures that I build right now are completely new to me. And so, yeah, it's just a lot of learning. Learning where the walls are supposed to be placed, how to make gameplay fun, and knowing how to do it is one thing. Actually doing it is a whole different world. And yeah, that's just what I'm learning right now as we are building, as we are doing layouts while adding decorations. But yeah, it's in the end, once this map is done, I will have gathered so much knowledge for the next map that it's probably going to be a lot smoother, a lot more right to the point. This map is a very slow process. I'm aware of that. Okay, this is the point where I leave it and I go over it using freehand draw. Or even rock tool. Rock tool is... That was not the goal. And I'm using weld. That seems a little better. I still don't quite understand the difference between weld or general, general, that's an epic word. In general, the use case for the rock tool. Because it really feels like in most cases where you want to build rocks, there are a lot better solutions and tools in Axiom. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. Okay. As I said, there is supposed to be some holes in the roof where sun could shine through if there was any sun. In this case, the moonlight. I just need to make sure that it's not too much and not too little. I will also probably change up the spots at a later point so it lines up better with gameplay. That's also a big point. I want to make sure that wherever the moon is able to shine, that there may be some greenery. So for now, I'm just adding holes as I see fit, and then, yeah, I'm going to rework this entire stuff later. Just want to get to a point where I can actually start building this area, because layout is just the very beginning part. Okay, let me fill most of this in right now. Right, this is not going to be helpful if I do it like this, right? I mean, it works good enough. Just need to make sure that I don't accidentally paint over any gameplay, which is very easy in this situation. Okay, this is fine. I almost feel like this is too much hole. Maybe I go for... Okay, I'll close all of them up for now, and then retroactively add them at a later point. Because you need to keep in mind this is a spider cave, and those spiders like it dark. And so having the moon shine directly on top of them may not be the best idea. For the world building, at least. Okay, am I just at that point where I have to add a roof to everything now? Make sure that everything is covered up and explorable, technically. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let me look at where I need to add more. Okay, as I've stated last time, this outside part is not going to be edited now. I'm going to deal with that later. Simply because of how it is going to be built. Okay, this has been dealt with. All right, at this point then. I would like to go with the flow of the stairs. So I'll take smear. And why does it not? Oh, it's because there's blocks in the way. Wait, I want to extend this by 1. I could make it a lot easier for myself, but right now I don't really care. Oops, 1 down. This should now be 2. This is 3. 2, 2, 2. 2 again. And 1 more time. Yep, that works. I love that tool. Okay, and for this part, I think I went over it using freehand draw. And I just roughly closed this off. Okay, wait, let me... I have caps lock on. I need to make it daytime just so I can see if there's any... Well, that wouldn't work anyways because there's a giant mountain on top. I was about to say I need to make it daytime so I can see if there are any holes in the roof, like this one, for example. Okay. Back to nighttime. Wie hoch? Bruh. How high is this? 5. Okay. I don't know. My brain just activated German mode again. Out of nowhere. Okay. And this is 3. Wait, that's stack. I wanted smear. Now this is going to work. Doesn't need to be perfect. stack this one up, and there wasn't supposed to be anything behind this wall, right? Yeah, that's correct. And this leads right to the next part of the cave. 5 blocks high, which is this point. Yeah, that's... Oh, still need to fix this one. And then making sure that there are no holes in the wall. Okay, that's nice. Okay, for this one I can just make it easy for myself and add one of those. And then afterwards I just close it off using the weld tool. Yep, something like this. And now onto this one. Which needs the same. Any holes? Yeah, I was wondering. I thought I remembered there being a hole in here. Seems like I was correct about that. Anything else? I don't think so. Good. Moving on. No, not that direction. This. Okay. This corn can actually go a little bit up. 2 is too good. Yeah, that's good. Will probably get reworked later anyways, so no reason to pay too much attention to the details right now. Yeah, I'm sorry for being so quiet right now. It's just that after some time of building and streaming, I get to this point where I kind of want to focus on making progress. And I don't know, my brain refuses to search for new words to talk about. So yeah, that's the point where I usually get a little bit quieter. I try to still talk, but yeah, like you could call it, like if I'm getting tired, I am getting tired, but in a different way than being like wanting to sleep. But I mean, that's part of it, right? Part of streaming. You just have to learn this the amount you can talk for, or the amount of time, the amount of words maybe, and the amount of topics that you need. But yeah, this area is not going to be decorated for a long time still. I want to finish decorating the other area that we were just in before I start to make some actual work on this one. Just because I want to finish one thing before starting the next. So yeah, I'm just going to be a little bit more quiet now. Okay, for this river that is flowing in the cave, I actually need to do the walls by hand. Because otherwise it would probably either be too narrow in space or too open, which I both don't want. And as you can see, the river starts back here and it flows in all directions into this cave, making sure that there's some water everywhere. But there was a reason why I left some space to this side. Because of the water that naturally flows downwards here, pressures against this wall. There will be a lot of like what is it called? The water will remove a lot of the stone because of the pressure. And so there will be a natural dent in this cave at this point. As well as here, but here you can see that there's a waterfall. So that kind of makes up for the dent in the... Yeah. Yeah, but not this side here. This still needs some... I will adjust this later. This will probably be a playable area that has some stuff to do up here. But I'm going to focus on that once we actually reach this point. For now, I just want to make sure that all the gameplay is covered and fully layouted. Yeah, and theoretically I could add a sub-area water cave right here. It would make sense because there's a big underwater underground river flowing here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I still need a sub-area for this, or an optional area for this entire cave. Because the plan was to have one sub-area for every main area. And the cave doesn't have one yet, so would make sense. Would be also pretty realistic, I would say. Or maybe. Maybe. Would definitely be an idea. I also wouldn't know where to add a full sub area in here because this cave spider is already so full that a sub area may as well just be a normal extra room. That's just how the layout is built, so yeah, it would make sense. I just have to see. Yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it, it will probably happen this way. Oh, making a underwater cave. An underwater cave, sorry. Underwater caves were never really fun to explore, in my opinion, so I have no idea how I would make this one fun. I'm kind of scared of the idea. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a fun underwater segment, even in a CTM map. There will probably be some holes everywhere in the wall. Oh, how am I going to find all of them? Oh, wait. We are no longer underground. I can make it daytime. Check for holes. Okay, seems like... Oh, there's a hole in here. And the rest is dark. That's good. Okay. We're almost done. Yeah, I'm just... The entire time right now, I'm thinking about how I would make an underwater area fun. Because the main problem is that you have to manage your what is it called, your breath, and make sure not to drown. But at the same time, underwater movement is limited, so you take you take away a lot of the things that make some players so good, their movement, which I don't think is such a nice idea. Like, yes, it's a challenge, an intentional challenge at that point, but at the same time, it's also no longer an expression of skill, but more of how well you can adapt to the new setting. Which, I mean, yeah, that is also an expression of skill, but in a different way than I would like to go for in this map. So if I were to go for a underwater area, yeah, the more I think about it, the less I enjoy the idea, to be honest. Because I was about to say, if I go for an underwater area, I would make sure that the player knows where to go and where there are spots to breathe. Um, but then again, in an underwater cave like that, that would probably not make a lot of fun. While also being not making a lot of sense in the world. Also, how do you hide a lot of collectibles and such things? Yeah, okay, I thought it would be a nice idea, but now the more I think about it, the more I realize that it really isn't. I tried. Well, I didn't, but you know, this is too, yeah, right. That's correct. Just need to fill this one up. And from here, where do we go? There's still a hole in here. And okay. Yeah, this is almost done. We are almost connected with the big cave, which is, I think, the goal for today. Just connecting to the big cave. And next time I will probably be in a better mood to decorate a lot more. Okay, with that, we are connected, but I still want to finish this leftover path. This right here was also a plan for a secret area. Okay, there's a wall in the way, but there was this path up here that the player could take from down up here, and this was supposed to lead to a small secret area that may be connected to the surface. I'm still contemplating on whether or not I want to do that, so I'll leave this room for now, and instead focus on the big one for now. Okay, that's connected, good. And now I don't think I want to go or open up too soon. So the wall will extend to this point. Yeah, just need to close this one up now. Oops, that was the wrong slider. This one, yeah. That is way too big. I thought it would need to be bigger, but seems like I was wrong about that. And now going from here, just one connecting to the top. Same for this one. Oh, it's nice how well this fits together right now. Perfect. Yeah, and now, if we look at this, this is going to be the next big area. And it is now, well, it's not fully done. There are still some side rooms and some extra explorable areas that have not been finished yet. But in short, this is almost done. Like, it's very close now. Okay. So looking back, now in daytime, yeah, this was probably the main project from today, and I do enjoy how it turned out. Of course, we still need to do gameplay in here, but that will take some time. Yeah, and it is now directly linked to the hidden area that we've built at the very beginning. This was, well, it was not the very first thing I did. When I started streaming, I was still doing the monument. But this was the first area that I've built in full on stream. Yes, and nice memories, even though it's only 1 month back. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting tired. I don't want to drag out much longer. Next stream is going to be on Monday, so in 2 days. If you want more information on when I'm live, you can look at my schedule tab on Twitch that has the updated schedule. And until then, have a nice day, and I see you next time. Bye.